In this tutorial in CyberLink PowerDirector, we're going to take an overview of a brand new tool in PowerDirector for 365 subscribers called the Brand Kit. Basically what the Brand Kit does is it allows you to collect resources together for a particular style of project or a particular customer. So you have all these things available for you if you do a series of videos that are similar or have the same client in mind. So let me show you how it works. I have a video here. Let's play it for a few seconds. It's a church. We have a date. We have a sermon title. We have a logo. All kinds of good things. And let's assume that I have just picked up this client and I'm going to make a lot of videos and I want to standardize my resources in one place. That's what the Brand Kit is for. It could be for myself if I'm a podcaster. Let's look at how to use a Brand Kit. So I have some of these things and I want to make them available for easy editing in the future. How do I do that? I must be in the media room, and when I'm in the media room, I click down on the new option called Brand Kit. Now I have one that I created for Sharper Turtle. So if I click on the down arrow, that's the only one I have. We'll create a new one in a moment. To see what's in the Brand Kit, you click on the Edit Brand Kit box, and you have a pop-up screen that will show. We'll get rid of the intro here. And here are the elements that you can put. You can put logos in. I have two. You have photos and colors. More about that in a moment. You can put in a background image. You can put in music. You can put in an intro and outro. Now, basically, I think this one's misnamed. Basically, any video that you want to use, it will often be an intro or an outro, but that's not really pertinent. It's any video you want. And you can also select fonts. Let's look at how to use the Brand Kit. Those are some of the elements. We'll do that by creating a brand new one. So I'm going to click on the plus here, and let's create a brand new Brand Kit. Let's assume that this is ABC Church we have here. And that will be the new Brand Kit. Starts out empty, so I need to pull some things in. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to close it out for now. I have ABC Church, but it's empty. I want to use a logo here. If I click back here, I'm going to see I have this North Point Church logo. And that's a good thing to use for this particular brand. I'll right-click on it. And then I'll choose Properties. Now this gives me my location where I want to find that logo. G Images. Okay, let's go there. So I'm going to go back to my Brand Kit. I'll edit ABC Church, or I could click here if I wanted to. And let's click on Logo. And I've found my logo, so I'll click right here and click on Open. Now you notice what happened. Whenever you put something in the logo box, it will automatically look at the logo and look at the colors and suggest some color combinations for you that match your logo. If you don't like any of them, you can simply right-click on any and click Delete, and it will remove them. We'll show how to add more later. We can also take photos. Now, for the rest of this, I'm not going to necessarily take things that fit this particular mythical client, but we'll take and put some things and populate it in anyway. So I'll click here. And then we'll navigate just to a random file and click a photo here, click on Open, and now I have a photo. But let's go to background images, and here we can also use color board. So let's take a color board and pull a color board in as a default color board. Go down to this one and click on Import. So there's my color board. If I want music, I can do the same. We'll take this file here, and there's my music file, and an intro and outro again would be any video. Let's take this video. It's not tied to this client, but it's good for an illustration. So I have all these elements that I can use. Then we have fonts. So what are the primary fonts I want to use in this particular client situation? Let's assume I'll select the brand font. I can pick any one I want. Let's take this Aladdin, and I can select more than one font. Let's take another one. I'll just drag down randomly and choose this Geometos one and click on OK. So now I have a whole bunch of elements in my ABC church. Let's go back and review them quickly since I clicked out of it by mistake. Here's my font, here's my colors, other things that I can use. Now, if I am working in this situation and I want to add or modify this, what can I do? Well, let me show you a little bit about that. So I'm going to click here, click on OK for now. And let's go back to our screen where I see this. Let's say I want to add the red of this Bible cover here into my content. So I go back and I edit again into my brand kit. I'll do a plus for colors. I'll do the eyedropper. And then I'll just pick the red here, click on that, and now I've added that. So that's one interesting way in which you can add it from the screen. So you can add or change the colors and fonts all you want. Now let's see what's the impact of that. So if I'm working for this client in the future and I want to use a tool, if it's over here in these categories here, all I need to do, let's take the intro, outro, and I can just take and drag it down. And now I have that video that isn't related, but it's one we're going to use for an example, instantly available to me for this particular client. Same way with any photos that I may have pulled in. Here was a photo I had. I can take the photo and pull it in. This also applies to background images and music. Here's the music I had, so now it's available for a future project. But what about the fonts and colors? Let me show you how they integrate. So I'm going to take a title, create a brand new title, use my default My Title, drag it down over here. And now I want to change the title, and I want to use a title out of my brand kit. How do I do that? Well, I go to the edit option and the advanced edit option for the title. And let's look at the color of this title. I'm going to click on the color box to select my colors. And here it says basic colors. Nothing's changed. But notice, if I click the down arrow, I have brand kit colors now. I have my sharper turtle colors. Here is my brand kit colors for ABC Church. So if I click there, these are the colors I can use that will be consistent and perfectly match my brand kit. So let's take this one here, and I've applied that one to this title, but I'm not done. Let's do some more editing. Let's say I want to use a brand kit font, not simply the color. So let's go to our font selector, drag all the way to the top where you have your most recent fonts. Notice now I have brand kit fonts as well. If I open up this, here are my two brand kit fonts for ABC Church, Aladdin and Geometos. Let's take Aladdin and put it in there, and we'll just increase the size of it. And now I have my brand kit color that matches my color palette, and I have my brand kit font. So all these resources are tied together to help you standardize your production when you want consistency and ease of use in CyberLink PowerDirector using this new tool called a brand kit.